Well, he's very good at that. I would imagine he's probably the best in the world at doing that.
Oh, he's just incredible. Yeah. It's incredible.
Because it just leaves so much discourse and so much of it up for interpretation.
And you know, it's, you know, as simplistic as thinking about parenting as as something you, in theory, could learn, you know, just like art. It's intangible to imagine getting good at it or having, you know, being schooled in something, but we have this new way of giving room to respect a child. And so the new world of parenting would say, you know, if you have a child who's not listening and you want to say, you're not listening, why aren't you listening to me? You have to listen. You're not a good listener. And you're, you know, here are the consequences. You're getting in trouble. You know, they teach us now that we should say, you're such an amazing listener. I know you have such a great way of doing this, and speak to them with great respect and believe in them with such confidence that they rise to that occasion. And it's completely true. As a parent, I'm learning. But
I'm
David,
there all the time.
Oh, and David always does it with actors.
Right.
And I think if a director could learn anything from David in terms of working with actors, it would be to give the actors that trust, that faith. And you can't fake it, because the actor can feel it if you really believe in them enough to go somewhere that may fail. You know, it may not work, but it doesn't matter to David.
Well, he also is operating outside the system, so he has the ability not to have to worry about the producer or the casting person or all the executives in these big Hollywood movies that say, this is how you know, the pressure is extraordinary. The directors must be flipped out.
Oh, it's terrifying.
I mean, you've been in the director's chair.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Or just 35mm film where it's like, sorry, we got to go to lunch. You know, we got 1 minute left in the take, and you know, you've got a take, and we're moving on. You just have to print that, and you're done.
Right.
And it was mediocre, but you know, I mean, I've worked on movies where I've actually heard someone say it was fine. You know, we can totally live with it. It was fine.
Right. That's not the words you want.
Oh my God. You know, and after 4 hours of lighting and getting the sound right and waiting for airplanes and 2 hours of makeup and hair, and the actor gets 1 minute of fine.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
what am I
shit.
here for? Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's devastating. And David's like ready for 5 minutes of prep and 10 hours of fun. So we'd work a 12-hour day, and with our handy Sony PD-150, you know, we'd shoot for 10 hours of the day.
That's great.
It was awesome.
And Justin said there's over 200 hours that were shot for this. I mean, and then to be able to condense it, and you go, wow, I'd like to see the other 297 hours. Yeah.
And people are like, wow, it's a 3-hour movie. I'm thinking, can you imagine? Like, David must have been so thrilled when he got to 3 hours. It was like, oh boy, thank God it's done. He's been cutting for forever.
I guess we only have time for a few more questions. What would you like people to walk away with from this movie? And, you know, being part of the production team, obviously you want the success to be far-reaching.
You know, first just speaking about David, you know, as I mentioned before, David, you know, from my experience, is one of our few American filmmaker nonconformists. And, you know, I feel a calling to support him no matter what I think of the movie. I don't think it matters. I think the mere fact that he has done it, and he's done it this way, and he's done it, I mean, on every level, he's trying to pioneer the process, whether it's film transfer or the camera choice, the way he shot, the way he used a crew, self-distribution, utilizing the internet, supporting digital film, all of self-promotion, you know, like everything. He's just such a radical pioneer, and I'm just so thrilled he exists. It's such a great reminder for everybody who wants art to be that. So I'm thrilled for that, and at the same time, using David's words, you know, he wants the movie to be an experience. David is not an elitist who's sitting back with the answer of what this film is really about and wants to see if you're smart enough to figure it out. Your experience of this movie is as important to David, and your intuiting your way through this movie is as important as my own experience and how I intuit my way through the movie, and we may have two very different ideas of what the movie's about. That thrills him. He loves that.
Well, that's art in the highest order.
In the highest.
Completely
and he was a painter
subjective.
first.
Right, I was going to say.
So it comes from that kind of thinking.
Well, we wish you all the success. I hope the movie, obviously it's going to be critically well received. It has been already out of the gate in very small chunks, but
Yeah.
we hope you get the nomination as well. It was a
Aw,
very moving performance. I didn't know what to expect. I'm a big fan, and I was just, it leaves so many questions unanswered and speculations. It's fun. It really is fun. At the end of the day, I think we have to not lose sight of that. Movies are supposed to be fun and entertaining and create conversation and discourse, and it does all of those things, and fantastic performances as well.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I know I saw friends the other night at dinner, and they said we were so thrilled to actually go out to dinner after a movie and keep talking about it.
Right, exactly.
It felt like it'd been years, so that's really cool.
Good deal. Thanks, Laura.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon on The Culture Catch.
Thank you.
Culture